Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Satisfactory, and yes, back on another day of building and looking around to everything that's beautiful. And yes, in between the episode I gathered up some extra resources, put on a big box here so I can grab for it, and I asked a friend of mine to help me out a little bit, and she's just standing there on the floor. You might recognize the name from the person from last time. So she'd be popping up here and there to help out as before. What do we have planned for today? Well, for today, we need to start building some kind of energy network. And, well, start actually mining the stuff. Because we want resources, and in all honesty, I gathered up a little bit. I don't feel like keep doing that manually. It's tedious. Let's automate it. I think that's the name of the game. The sooner we can start off with it, the better. So the one thing we need to determine first is where do we want to build our energy network. Like, we have our two biomass burners here, which is a good start, but in all honesty, I want to just hit the ground running and also start building something a little bit bigger. So shall we try and do that, well, basically right here next to it? And the energy network is going to be like an automatic system for biofuel, where we're going to put down two boxes that will fill into constructors that will create it into the fuel that is going to be used by our biofuel burners. Very simplistic way to look at it, but that is what it does. And the only thing we need to wonder is, do we want to just plumb them on the ground, or do we want to first unlock some flooring where we can put them on? Cause we have finished tier 1. We're now in tier 1 and 2. Well, we finished tier 0, but we are tier 1 and 2. And this is the first one we will unlock. It's the foundations. Means that the first makings of, well, what's going to be everything. Our base, our factory, our roads, everything. This is where you're going to start. This is where it all builds from. So let's see, we have enough resources to do at least this. And then we can start, well, making it. Alright, so let's pick up what we have. Like I said, it's not super, it's mostly the fuel, so we can hit the ground running when we do. And I didn't consider getting the flooring, because I was literally saying to myself, just put it on the ground, make your stuff, and then start with it. We will change everything in the course of the game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And that is very true.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Really? Beloved humans would be a distraction? Yeah, you are a lot of things. Nice is not one of them. Alright. Resources, energy, resources, energy, resources. That is literally the only time in the game where that is something we need to consider. Grab miner. Alright, let's production, there it is. We have our miner. Nope. Yeah, because the thing is, like, I was thinking we need materials to make the stuff to make the energy, and we don't have that either. So, yeah, we need a minimal production line in order to get started. We have the resource for that. We just have to pick up the mini here as well. Come on. You can do this. And let's build to this side. Maybe we want somewhere in the middle. Must be hooked up to. Yeah, I don't know if we can already split this thing. It's been a while, so I need to well figure it out how it was exactly. All right, so we got this. We want a smelter, and then into a constructor, because you cannot work with resource like how it is. Really, dude? You really need to stay in front of this? Oh, don't you go turning around. Oh, really? You're doing this on purpose now. Alright, then fine, I'll do it without you. Ooh, wait, reinforced plates for a constructor already? I thought it was going to be a lot further along the road. Well, you can at least start this. Connect the two. Fine. Let's bring the entire stack with us. And we can run off quite a bit on two biomass burners, but I thought if we can get an entire section going straight away, that really, you knew where we were going, weren't you? You thought, hey, you know what? I messed with that guy over there. I'm gonna do it right here. All right, I had enough. Go. Yeah, so this is going as well. I'm gonna fill it straight up. And the thing is, the end of this, we need an actual reinforced plates as well, because we need a constructor. So we need to have at least 4 in order to start making this. And for this, we actually want to also make pipes. So I think just straight out of this, we want to make plates, and then we'll use a secondary one in order to make the pipes. And then we'll have all the basic resources to make the things we need, and we can start building from there. Alright. Portable miner, yes. Give me one. There you are. Later on, we're just gonna balance it out a little bit better, so we can maximize our output. But for now, like I said before, we just want to get the resources out, so we can start playing around with this and actually do something. No more of this. It's on. Are you coming? Yes, it's on. Good, so this is nicely converting it as well. We can take this out. Let's get the rest of our stash, shall we? We have plenty of room for us. And we can make our reinforced plates. We need screws. Okay, yeah. It's been such a long time. The memories of the recipes are not in my head anymore. that's enough for now. What do I need more? I think... I made them, didn't I? Or... Oh no, I did made the screws for it. Yes, it did say 4 iron plates. Doesn't mean that it's already made. Yes. And this is what I mean, like, we need to get rid of manual processing. We need to automate everything as fast as we can. Blades, rods, and if we want to have it a little bit more perfect, we'll have boxes to put them in. Have we enough resources for that? Yeah, definitely. Alright, so let them work. So now we can start making the stuff we need in order to make the flooring, which is going to be the cement. Because if we have these 3 resources, we would have enough to make the flooring we need. And we can start working on our energy supply. And once we have that, we can start refocusing back on our production line, which will be, well, these 4 things: iron plates, iron rods, screws, and reinforced plates. And then we can look at what do we actually need for our next objective. We want to unlock tier 1 and tier 2, everything on there as fast as possible. Give us options, get us things to make. Because preferably we want to go out of the biofuel market as soon as we can. Because we want to have an energy supply that works on itself, that we don't have to look after to see if they will run out or not. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, definitely conveyor, splitter, conveyor merger, lift, map, and ooh, ma'am. Definitely. Okay, so these 2 we have definitely gotta have on our wish list. For now, let's focus on logistics. Alright, so I'm gonna set up the, well, our cement there, and we're gonna do the same over for our copper line. We have a miner already there. We're gonna switch it up with a, yes, MK1, and attach to it and let them all run, so the container fills up with those 4 resources, and that will help us unlock this stage of logistics, which will help later on when we have the flooring to make more compact lines, split conveyor belts into 2, and make use of the full yield we can get out of a miner or out of a constructor than just straight up from one into another. Make some more dedicated lines, and of course with the resources we make in the boxes we can also start using floors, which is very important. So I will do that, and we'll see you when we got that done. Alright, I've been walking around and just letting the machines run for a bit, just so we have the resources to play around with stuff. And one thing that I really noticed was that the limestone, we really need to find a better node, because the impure one, it's just not doing it for me. So either we get a separate miner at another node to pick up the slack, or destroy this one for now and then pick one that's normal or pure, just to get a little bit bigger yield out of it. And I think the one over there towards the copper, there where our big boy is, I think that's an impure as well. So together we have a normal one, but alone on itself, it's not that great, is it? Like, if we have a better miner later on, maybe we'll get enough out of it so it's more of a useful thing. But yeah, that's something I need to find a new site for. But for now, let's unlock some more milestones and some more options in the process. Alright, hit it. And this one is gonna be very useful.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fix-It encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Yes, if you didn't have anxiety before, you will have it now. Be more efficient. Alright. Field research. Yeah, it's gonna be nice as well. Another reason why we want those unlocks we just did, mainly because for the splitter, merger, and the lift. Because that makes everything a lot more interesting. We can be a lot more compact and efficient, just like Ada was telling us. The map, definitely a good one. Scanner and the MAM, which is basically our research station. We're gonna start unlocking things. And then we can go to the next one, where this one is a thing that's gonna be important after that. So I might skip this and do this one first. Because once we have the solar biofuel, I think we are ready to automate, well, as far as we can, our energy supply. Because right now we have these four over here, which at the moment it's more than enough for the time being. We just need to make sure that they are being fed so we can keep on going. And once we go to biofuel, we'll just make something bigger on the platform, a little bit more structure that really works. Okay, so for now, I want to go up there and finish off what we were building. Because now that we have the splitter, we can make something that actually works. Here it is. And was I right with impure? Yes, I was. Because we are already making wires up here. But we know that we can also make cables out of it afterwards. So what I want to do, I think we have just a singular line here. Can we get up? No, it's too high. Alright. Slide jump always works. So we have one machine, one smelter, one constructor. Thing is, like, we are producing 60, we are smelting 30. So now that we can split things, and let me just walk here so it's a bit easier to oversee the entire thing. We want to then split this one in two, put another smelter next to it, constructor, and then make our next part of it. Do we want to combine those two lines and then one go to a chest and the other one to make the cable, or make one of the constructors go fully into the cable department? Let's decide on based on what we are seeing. Splitter, yes. It's blue, so it works. Alright. Wait, did I really turn the wrong side? I did turn the wrong side around, really. Yes, that's better. Then we want it straight, because that looks a little bit more prettier. So now we should have an even supply to both sides. Now we can then go on this one, like here. 15 copper ingots, and it gets 30 copper ingots. So technically speaking, we have half of it here is being lost. Oh, that's a lot of copper, isn't it? I'm already seeing a very bright future in reorganizing and well, syncing a lot of stuff. All right, for now, let's make a constructor. We should have this stuff to do so. I think I need to put you a little bit further ahead because of the constructors are a little bit wider than the smelters, so I wouldn't be able to attach to it. And because we already have a wire in here, and I do plan to fully remodel this a little bit later on, because with the amount of copper that's going through here, we want more, build more, smelt more, but we have unlocked a few of the buildings yet that would facilitate that, so let's just focus on making everything we need right now. With that, then we can make some platforms. And then a box here. Set that, let's make you some wires to make it all work. I got cable and 60 wires, so we're gonna be underfed by wires, but it will be enough to start making the entire thing. So all we do now, not high enough. Oh, that's fine. We can do this. Just pick off one of the lines. Oh, you need to decide here as well, what do you want to smelt it into? Good. So, is this perfect? Hell no. Because on the other side, we are losing a little bit of the ingots. Well, at least there's going to be more than what we're using right now. And we're not creating enough to fully feed this cable manufacturer. But it is making cables. So if we come back in a while, we'll have enough here to work our magic. See, so it's already filling up. And we can use all those goods in order to improve later on when we unlock more. Very good, because in a little bit I also want to remodel this entire spot as well. Because we've got an entire node here that we haven't used at all. It's not a normal node, so we can definitely do something nice with that. And we know that screws are made from pipes. So let's see what our things is. Of course, 60. We're using 30 to make 30, and see then using 15 to make 15. So we could split into another smelter and then with our own feed, or we can just split this off here and go into another constructor. Let's see, how many do we need? This is going to be 10 rods. Okay, so we're going to make more rods than we're going to use. And the same thing as that we did with the cable over there. We're making the thing that we want. Ooh, not enough cable. Well, we have plenty to, so we can make some ourselves, at least for the time being, because I want to have the machine run for a little bit, so we have at least 2 stacks, and then we can just pick it up whenever we need to. Alright, this should be enough. That is gonna be the cycle we're gonna have. We can't have you. I think we can. Let's see. And eventually, what I want to make factories that are not only as efficient as possible, like everything is built together, but also where they're built is beautiful, that it works together. Nice curves to the building itself. Having all those lines next to each other, that would be perfect. But that's not the time yet. For now, we are still in the whole process of just getting off the ground, automate everything. The moment we have unlimited, well, not unlimited power, but automatic power, then we don't have to monitor that anymore. That's when things really start going that fun, because that's when you start building up more and more of your factories all the way up from the ground. Alright, so screws are being made. Perfect. So the next thing that we have that we would like will of course be reinforced plates. If we have reinforced plates, we have the next generation of stuff that we want to make, right? And right now, for our field research to get the man, we need 300 wire, we need the screws and the plate. The only thing that we haven't got yet is the screws. And as you can see, it goes really quickly. This is like not even a minute and we're already on 30. So if we start building the things we need for the reinforced plate, then by the time we're done, we'll have every screw we will ever need. So if we look at the recipe for reinforced plates, it is screws and of course iron plates. And right now, with all the basic recipes, screws are going to be very, very prominent. So we're going to need lots and lots of it. Because it's saying here, for every 6 we need 12. That's a lot of screws. And what does it actually make? Let me use this one, it's a little bit more easy to find and work with. Crafting bench. Ah, we haven't unlocked the device that can make this. It's an assembler, isn't it? Because we have 2 items that we need. Ah, okay. Now, for now, we can only make it by hand. We can do the prep work though. And the thing that I want to have this here is like it's gonna make 40 screws a minute. A part of me just wants it to be there for the box. So what we can do is split the ore here, split the ore here, make 2 constructors, one for plates, one for pipes and pipes into screws, and then put them together to make the reinforced plates. Very simplistic, very neat thing we can do right now. The only problem I see here is that that smelter is way too close to the build. I don't think I can get a splitter in between. Or can I? It does work. Perhaps blue is perfect. Yellow is ugly. Let's keep it at that. Is it working? Yes, it's working. Okay, good. Means we can also start the same process here. A bit closer so we can get past the pole. Yeah, so with the things we've learned from Season 1, we can already build towards what we know is coming. That really does help, doesn't it? Alright, ingots right to here as well. Like I said, what we're doing here is not for now, it's for later. It's just so that the screws can keep on working while we're busy. I really need to look out that I can work from. So we got 2 plates for 1 constructor. We need 3 at least. Then whatever materials we need to make the assembler when it's there. So how are we on the screws? Over halfway there already. Perfection. Thank you very much. Alright, let's make some reinforced plates then, shall we? Yeah, I want to make sure that I have enough material to make 10 of those. With a little bit of luck. Final reinforced iron plate we have to make by hand. Because that is of course your first goal that you want. You want to automate as many things as we can and then make all that automation look pretty. And I think I've already iterated this before, is that I do want to make sure that in this playthrough that we are doing right now, is that we are going to make use of trains. And I had so much issue with it on season 1 that I just decided I'm not even going to do that. So I like having roads between all factories, so we'll definitely still keep doing that, but I want to see if I can find a way to integrate those roads with our public transport of trains, so we can have a system that goes everywhere and is definitely usable for us to bring resources from one location to the other. Because trains, it should have its own benefits compared to just using belts. It has to. Why else would you have it in the game other than it looks cool? So yeah, there are places that I want to take resources from one to another. And I think this whole grassy area is so open, wide, flat. I think we can do a lot here. Like, I'm still not convinced myself if I want to make like giant factories here where resources come from everywhere out of the world and all to here, or just want to make like semi-big factories all over the place and just ship the end product to where we eventually need it. We'll figure that one out when we get there, definitely. Right. Small little rent, but where are we with the screws? Ooh, almost. Just 3 constructors away. Doesn't fit, so we'll just eyeball it. It's fine. Ooh, no room. It's all very tight in here, isn't it? Let's see if we can squeeze it in. No, even then it's... No, it's just a bit too much. That's fine. We could also just turn it around, can we? Yes, we can. But nothing says that this side has to be the plate and this one needs to be the pipes and screws. Everything's connected by belts. You will be my rods. You will be my screws. Then you will be my plates. So how are we on power on this fine day? We're getting more and more. We're about 50 out of 70 spikes. Yeah, let's say 70 out of 100. Okay, so we are getting towards it that we need to make another biomass burner. But so far so good. Alright, let's complete a tier. Ooh, wait. No! I'm just missing shirt on plates. Yeah, and now we have plenty of plates in there that we can use to whatever means we want.
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with Fixit's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fixit's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Yes, give up your life for all efficiency. Perfect. Tier 1 has been completed. Yes, on to Tier 2. And like I said, I'm gonna focus on obstacle clearing for the next one, just so we have that solid biofuel, so we can automate the entire process. And in short, if I already said it, I might be repeating myself, but the idea is that we are gonna have 2 boxes, one with leaves, one with wood, which both will be making the next stage of fuel, and then the end result of that will go into solid biofuel. And that, what comes out of that will be going around a circle to all the biomass burners we have together, circling back into the initial stash, and repeating the cycle over and over while burning away whatever we need. And as soon as we get our new fuel source, it will start using that fuel source and stop using the biomass burners. And it will just be there as a relic of the past, and I can't wait till we get there. And then, when it is a relic of the past, we can decide what we want to do with it then. If we want to leave it attached to the network, or just keep it there as a faint memory. So disconnecting the cables, but still leave it, well, visually there, putting a glass cage around it or something. Make it into a museum. I can see that happening. Alright, so now I'm 108, so it's gonna take a little while for those to complete. So let's see how we are doing on this end. The cables should definitely be a lot better filled. So we're gonna pick up some cable, and then we are gonna look for another limestone location. Because the main thing that I had for today, what I wanted to finish, was Tier 1. We finished that. So now what we want to do is have a small little prep for Stage 2. Yeah, we need some ramps here if we want to get up a little bit easier. Let's do that. Oh, we're still in the zoo. Oh wait, it's because I was in it. Yes. $200. I'll take that. I'll take all of it. And here, I'll take another stash. I usually want to have like 2 stash of the materials I use until we get a little bit further, and where we get to a point where we just need more. Good. Alright, so if we want more limestone, or a better limestone location, like now we have a map, meaning that if we scan, it should also pop up on the maps. So this one over here, it's normal. Is it still scanning, or did I cancel it by going on the map? Oh, careful, that's not the one. Okay, so let's see if we can get there, and if we can easily bring that back to our location. But I do see something else that's very interesting up there. It has been taunting me in the corner of my eye a couple of times. So I should be on top of there. Having said that, might as well just pick up some leaves along the way. Is this the way up? Come on, we can get there. Dead end. Yeah, that's not gonna take us. Alright. And that's where the elevators come in. Because if we are making what we need there, then we can either transport the end result to a container on our level, using the elevator to bring it all the way down, or we can just literally just walk up here every time. Let me scan again. Wait, that's it. That's the one, isn't it? Yes. Yep, that's the one we're looking for. Let's uncork you for a bit. Alright, I think this will be a good one to tap. It's a normal one, so it gives us enough material to make a lot of concrete to play around with. So if we want to take it all the way back, we can go around it, being then in between the copper and the iron facilities, or we can go straight over it. Alright, that's going to be the last thing for today. That is unlocking, hopefully, the obstacle clearing milestone, and just seeing which one is more practical. It is a long way. Yes. I won't kill you, but I will annoy you. Slugs. Yeah. There's a bit too much residue left behind every time we pick them up nowadays. Ah. Somebody died up here. But don't mind if I do. Yeah. I do want more limestone. And it is pretty far away. So I could get it all the way up and then put it all down next to the iron, or move around and pick it up there as well. Or I can just not be lazy and just walk to it and pick it up after we fill. But there's definitely going to be a concrete factory there. Definitely. Might as well use the resources if we can. And depending on how I feel, I will bring the resource back to base, just leave it there. We'll see what I decide on the beginning of the next one. Let's see what we have collected so far. See? It's not even one stack yet. It's just too little. Because right now we are in need of 45. And this one is providing... Oh, no. This is one, 30. Technically, if we have a normal, this is 60, so we can do 1.5 limestone. So we can decide to split it into 2, so we make the most use out of what's coming out of it. Yes. Alright. So, we should be really far with what we need for the screws. Ooh, so close, so close. I think we're gonna leave the obstacle clearing for the beginning of the next episode. Because I don't really need it for what I'm planning. Because what I'm gonna use it for, we're gonna do on the next episode. That is, well, not an alternative power source, but a biofuel factory. That's what we're gonna do next time. Also want to figure out, how do we make notes on the side of things that we need to do, right? Because I know there has to be a way. Ooh, wait, add to do list. Or is it just this button here? Yeah, that add to the to-do list. But there is an option. I've seen people do it, that you can type in what you want to do, so you can tick it off the list. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how that works in between episodes, but for now, we'll leave it here. So I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. And like I said, my initial plan for next time is unlocking the obstacle clearing and start building our biofuel factory. And I think we already made a decision on where we wanted to. It's gonna be like up there on the hill. I think it's far enough away from this factory zone that it isn't gonna be in the way, and still close enough that we can visit every now and a while just to refill it. And of course, while doing that, I will also have like a nice big old base resource that we can just pop in there so we can see the entire thing work, and hopefully it works as intended. So for now, bye bye.